So we're here in Morgantown, West Virginia at the RacerX Studios. It's an exclusive place where we like to give you guys some exclusive information. And there's one big bit of information that the entire GNCC Racing Nation's been waiting for. And I think, Mr. Fred Andrews, you might have the key to that info. So tell us what you guys have going on for 2015.
Well, as you know, 2014 with KR4 Arrive and Ride was a huge success. And this year we've obtained a title sponsor. Rocky Mountain ATV MC is our title sponsor for GNCCs and for our whole program. They're going to sponsor our Arrive and Ride, they're going to sponsor our pro team. So with them coming on board, we decided we needed an XC1 guy. So we went out and got one that we know that can win races for us.
All right, and who is that going to be for 2015?
Well, in a minute we're going to have him come on and introduce himself to y'all.
All right.
Well, that's right, y'all. I am riding for the KR4 team for 2015. I'm super excited. You know, after a pretty well 6 days for myself, you know, the KR4 team and Fred got a hold of me on my way home, and you know, we've been working on this for a while, and I'm super excited to be working with Nick. You know, Nick's up and comer, and you know, he's going to be tough to beat in XC2 class, and I think both of us together will be able to push each other and hopefully bring some wins and get us up on the podium and stuff. So super excited.
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome to have Thad aboard. Last year with KR4 and with Fred and everybody, I got with him halfway through the year, and my racing results proved it. You know, it was a great team, and we got up front, and the whole, you know, Arrive and Ride thing. And I'm glad that Thad's a part of it this year. We can get together and do some riding and, you know, just further both of our careers, and hopefully we'll both be #1 next year. I'm really excited for the 2015 season. Rocky Mountain ATV MC has stepped up huge, and also the Husqvarna motorcycles. We're going to be riding them for next year with the KR4 Arrive and Ride team. I rode the old Husqvarnas with Fred Andrews previous years, and they were a really strong, good bike, and I'm super excited to ride the new ones this year. I can't wait to get the season started, and I know Thad hasn't rode them, but you know, I'm sure he'll like them and see what he has to say.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm super excited to be on a new brand this year, and you know, with Husqvarna in the past and the relationship they've had with Fred, I'm super excited that they brought me on board to get to know these bikes and hopefully win some championship and win races and stuff. And I'm super excited to be with the KR4 Arrive and Ride. You know, I think it's awesome that they give back to the amateurs in the sport, and you know, I've always looked up to the Keegans and Fred for always doing that, and you know, I'm excited to be working with them, and you know, I think Fred's the man that I need behind me to win championships, and for me and Nick, and hopefully we'll be able to put the Huskies on the podium for XC1 and XC2, the same races, and get some legacy started with the Husqvarna.
All right, so let's talk about the KR4 Arrive and Ride program a little bit more. Obviously, we just heard from the professional side of things, XC1 and XC2. Those guys are doing this for a living. But the coolest part about the KR4 Arrive and Ride program is that they rent bikes, they have mechanics, they have all the services that a team would need, and there's tons of amateurs in GNCC that are taking advantage of that right now. So it's kind of cool the way it works. You know, there's two parts to it. There's the rental program where riders can actually sign up to be a part of this team. They can get their mechanic, they can get their bike transported, they can have all of the things that really a factory rider would have done for them. Or we also have grassroots riders, which Corey Steed, you are one of those grassroots riders. You actually ride your own bike, you come to the races, but they do a lot of stuff for you, and you're part of a factory team.
Yeah, it's great having all the support that they give, even for grassroots rider. We get all the same sponsors and everything. The only difference is we bring our bikes to the track, and my dad likes working on my bike, and that's what it's about, and it's just great having all the support they give.
So you dominated the girls class last year. You're going to be moving up, racing with the boys. What's it like to, I mean, you don't see many riders your age that kind of have that whole team vibe going on. You roll in, your dad's your mechanic, but you still have all these awesome sponsors, and it's still it's a big program for you.
Yeah, it's great. It's like my dream to have this, and it's every other kid's dream too. And it's a great program, and I think it's just a dream come true for every kid that's on the team.
Yeah, now talk about the other kids on the team. I know a lot of them are your buddies now. You guys go and walk the track together. You guys are always cheering each other on at the podium. What's it like to have, you know, those teammates and other people you can kind of, some of them you might be racing against, you might be beating some of those boys too, but they're also your friends and your teammates.
Yeah, it's great having like when I first started, I didn't know anyone. I just knew Fred, and now with the KR4 team, I finally like opened up, and I've actually came on with some friends. And like when we walk the track, we just talk about what lines are good, and it just helps me when I ride.
All right, so that's gonna wrap up the 2015 silly season. I think we all know everything there is to know about GNCC, who's doing what. So the next thing that we get to see are all these guys and girls riding Husqvarnas in the off season, preparing for that 2015 season, and we'll see you guys all in Florida.